All right, we're moving on. We got to transition quick. Okay. Am I in, Cynthia? You're good. Okay. All right, so now we're going to transition into how do I begin to sponsor in my business, okay? So maybe you're not here, but that's fine. You never know when you might be, okay? So I'm going to talk a little bit about how to begin that scary, scary journey, okay? So for me, I did not sponsor my whole first year in Premier. It's okay, all right? Again, I was scared. You guys know a lot of my story. I was scared to do that. And I didn't want to be a stalker. I didn't want to be in the phone as the stalker. So, but the first thing to know before you begin to sponsor is you have to know, am I willing to love on the people that I sponsor? Okay? Are you willing to lead by example? You don't just start sponsoring because you want to. You have to be responsible. You must be holding jewelry shows. You must be willing to attend trainings. You have to lead them. They're not going to be able to do what you can't show them to do. Okay? So that's first thing, is can I do it? Am I willing to do the work? The second thing is you need to have a sponsoring activity at every show. I used to go to my shows and I would go, oh no, I'm not doing that. I am not talking about that. I did not do a sponsoring activity for my first year in Premier. That's stupid and wrong. And Lisa can tell you because she was one of those and I was scared to death. And she just is a really, I don't know why I sponsored her. There was no intention behind it. It was just like, I've been watching you, okay? So, you know, I would get intimidated and I wouldn't share about the business because I'm like, I don't want these people to think that I'm trying to recruit them or whatever. So that's so stupid. You can't go into your show without having a sponsoring activity prepared because that gives you more of an opt-out. I'm not going to talk about it, okay? So the first thing that you need to do is come up with a sponsoring activity. We teach you the big money, so everybody pretty much knows how to do the big money, and that's just basically showing how you can make an easy $800 to $1,000 in a month in your business, okay? But we also teach different things. So the first thing that I ever did as a sponsoring activity is I went to Rally, and this lady showed a little flip book of her family, of how we make 50%, and all these different things that it did and blessed her with. So I did that. I put a picture on every page of this book, and I just flipped it, and I just talked about it. I made it really personal, and that's how I began to sponsor. So I didn't do anything fancy. I just basically told my story through pictures, okay? Now, Claire has just recently kind of shared with me a thing she's been doing. So, Claire, I'm going to have you come on up and share this. And Claire is doing this after she's been in the business for a little bit, so she has some records of her shows, which really you can do it after your first five?
Yeah, first five.
First 5 shows, so.
Yeah, so Leslie and I were talking about, we still do big money, but I do big money, so that's where you call somebody up and you show them like how to make, how you be a jewelry lady and everything. But then since I was doing my taxes and we were like pulling up our stuff to actually see how much money we made in the last year, which is really, it's very cool to see that. So anyway, if you have Hood and House, which is like really awesome. If you don't have Hood and House, you really, really need it. But there's a place on there where you can print out your last 5 home shows, and it compares it to other jobs and other pay grades. So your home show, how many hours you're there, and then breaks it down that if you worked in a regular 40-hour-a-week job, how much money you would have made per hour at that job. And it breaks it down by your last home show. So it puts it all on paper, you can hand it to them, and it's something visual. I'm a very visual person, and it's easy for you to call somebody up and say, oh, you're going to make $1,000 a month for doing this, ha ha. Yeah, okay, but it's easier for them to see it. So what I did, what I've been doing is do the big money, and then I, just told them, here's something visual, and I pass it around, and I let them all keep it. And I actually stop and pass it out, so it's not already in their folder. This is something totally separate, and I'm like, we're just getting real, and this is my real numbers, my last 5 shows. And it really has sparked an interest in people, like, really, they look at it and they're like, what? Really? Huh? Because, it's just easy for us to say it works, but to actually see something, I think it's more important.
Yeah, if you just want to pass them around the room. So you can see Claire's money.
Yeah. I don't think I have enough, but just keep counting.
Claire,
Oh, I thought you meant
this
yours
is already formatted and
Yes.
click now, it's already knows, you just click
It's
this.
when it's printed, it's the last 5. Yeah. It's cool.
Okay, so that's a great way to show them a visual so they can actually see the money that's being made, okay? So you're doing that, you're sparking the interest, but you need to know what these people are thinking, okay? So that's why we do a survey, and we walk them through the survey, and it says, what is your interest level of in Premier? And so we need to know, what are they thinking? Because you know what? That lady might be sitting on that couch and she does not look at all like she's interested, but again, that's passing that judgment. Or she's not interested because, I don't think she could do this, whatever. We're saying in our minds. And so we need to be open to that, but we need to get their feedback on the survey. Now, when you go and you get that survey and you collect them, you got to read them. Okay? So as they're flipping through the catalogs and they're shopping, I am flipping through their surveys and going, who do I need to talk to? Who do I need to share with and follow up with? So during the checkout time or during their shopping time, I am going up to them and I'm saying, hey Lisa, I saw that you checked a 3 on the survey. It seems like you're interested in learning more about Premier. Are you available Wednesday night for coffee? That's the first thing I really want to do is I want to get one-on-one with them because I want to talk about her needs for the business because they're going to be different and I need to know how I can serve her with that. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to do, but if she's not...
Do you send it to anybody who's 1 or higher? What's your...
Usually if they say curious, so that's a 3 on my survey, 1 to 5. A 3 is curious, or if they check, yes, I want more information about the business. So 3, 4, or 5, I'm usually trying to get some feedback from them to try to get coffee with them. Now, if they are maybe a 2, or if they can't meet for coffee, then I immediately send them the text message. So in my phone, where is that phone? There it is. I have a text message already prepared, okay, in my notes section. So this isn't, this is all planned out. And it says OP number 1, okay, OP text number 1. Hi, it's April the Jewelry Lady. Here's the YouTube video about Premier. It's just under 10 minutes, and I give them the link. If you're able to listen in 48 hours, I'm going to add a clip it to your order. Okay, so I've told them that in the presentation, and I text that to her immediately. I say, Peggy, I see you're interested. Go ahead and check your phone. I've already sent you that text. And I have them check it immediately right there at the show. And the video we're going to show, but we don't have time. It's 10 minutes long. It's by Lori Ray and Linda Jones. Google it, Lori Ray and Linda Jones, and you will find the video. And it's on our website as well, the text and the video. But I text that to them. It's 10 minutes, and it's a great video. And if you don't know how to share the business, you can listen to that and learn how to share it too. But that's what I do, and I follow up with them. If they didn't hear it in the first 2 days, I follow up and say, hey girl, if you weren't able to listen, that's fine. What about coffee? Monday or Wednesday, are you available? So that's kind of how I'm generating that interest to get in front of people or for them to listen to the marketing plan. The best thing is to tailor it to their needs, again, because we all have different needs. Now, the next thing is when somebody schedules a jewelry show, those are your best prospects. They like the jewelry, right, Michelle? Okay. And so is what you want to do is you're going to hostess coach them, but when you hostess coach them, you're sharing the business. So Christy made a huge point, and I know Christy can agree with this, but what changed my business and what changed her business is getting to every hostess that you can and having lunch or coffee with them so you can share about a good show and then share the business. So I always share at the end of a hostess coach, and I just say, hey girl, can you listen how my business works? I just need 10 minutes. I share with everybody. Is that okay? And they've never said no. I share in 10 minutes. So you need to listen to that video, and you need to be quick. If you're taking your time to draw out all the details, they're going to fall asleep, and they're not going to listen. So you have to be quick, give them the details that they need. I know you weren't interested before I started, but now that I've shared with you, where are you on a scale from 1 to 10? You have to say that at the end. You have to get the feedback, okay? Okay, so that's what I'm doing is I'm hostess coaching them right there, and I'm giving them that information. Now, if they want to know more and they have more questions, I sit there, I answer them, and I give them that time. So, yes,
Can you
Christy.
tell, like, what are you sharing? Like, are you using your flip chart or using
Yes.
your phone app? Can you tell them that?
Yeah, I'm putting it back here. So there's a couple things you can use, all right, and we all kind of talked about, I don't know where it is. But anyways, I use the big marketing plan, and you know what I do is I go through and I highlight what I want to talk about in there because it's kind of wordy. So for me, that's helpful. I like to be able to go and flip through something. There's also an app. So you can download the Premier Designs app from the Premier Designs website, and you can literally flip through it on your phone or iPad or whatever. Okay? And that's really great. It's really short, and so it's very good. Eliminates a lot of stuff, but I want to give them that brochure that Premier offers for them to follow up and read at home, share with their hubby or whoever. Okay? All right. The next thing you need to do if you want to begin sponsoring, so you're going to start hostess coaching all your hostesses. If you want to change your business, that is the one simple thing that you can do to change your business, and I'm not going to lie. It will build those relationships like Kim talked about, like no other, because they will share with you things over lunch or coffee that they will not share with you if you just talk to them over the phone and come to their home and do a jewelry show. It's almost like a, you know what, I've done that and I don't care. But if you build that relationship, they care more. Okay, but the next thing you need to do is you need to make a list of ladies that you want to share with. So you've got to get practice. You just need to say, hey girl, can I come share with you how the business works because I need to practice. And guess what? They think they're helping you. They don't think they might be listening to hear something they might want to know about. Okay? So this is going to help you get comfortable sharing the marketing plan. And the key really is just to get out there and do it. If you never share, you're never going to sponsor. You can't just do the sponsoring activity at the show and expect it to just happen. If you want to sponsor, you have to be intentional and you have to get out there and you have to begin sharing it. Okay? If you are in Tallahassee, you need to attend Fun to Share. Okay? If you are not attending Fun to Share, you are missing one of the biggest opportunities to bring people into your business and to share about Premier. And I would just say Christy is one of the people who attends almost every single month. She brings people, and that girl's sponsoring is awesome right now. And if you are bringing them, you're going to be able to, it's fun, okay? They're getting to learn a little bit about the jewelry. They're getting to see other jewelry ladies and make other relationships. And they're also getting to hear about the business. And I do it for you, okay? How simple and easy is that? So you're bringing them to a fun night. Now, I think a lot of you guys think, well, I can't bring them to that if they're not interested. No, bring them. Just say, hey, girl, listen, I want to go to this dinner and hang out with these people. Can you come with me? And just because I want somebody to go with me, okay? I'm going to give you a free piece of jewelry if you come with me. Okay, give them a piece of retired jewelry, whatever. Just, hey, can you join me for the night? So I think a lot of you are missing out on an opportunity because you're just thinking that they have to be interested. No, you just get them there and you get them getting the Premier vibe and meeting other people, and they're getting excited. So we're getting, changing this up a little bit, and we're doing the blingo, which has been really fun. And so get them there. Don't miss out on the opportunity. I put it on my calendar monthly. Lisa talked about coming to an OP night. Well, this is when I first started sponsoring. I put an OP night on my calendar every single month since 6 years ago. And you know what? Some months, Michael ate dinner with me, all right, and that's it, and my kids, and nobody came. But who cares? We had fun. It was on the calendar, and I got to spend the time with my kids. So it's really a win-win. If nobody comes, you stay home with your husband. It's no big deal, but you need to put it on your calendar. That's really important. And if you are in a new area, because some of you are not in Tallahassee, you put a Fun to Share on your calendar and you implement it. All right? If you want to grow a business and you want to be successful, that is the other side of your business that you must make a priority. Okay, that's it. All right.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
If you're new jewelers and you don't know how to share the business and you want to learn how to share the business, the Fun to Share is one place to go. But if you need help and you want to build that, go to your upline. Ask somebody for help. That's what they're there for. If you don't want to go to your jewelry mom, go to your jewelry glam mom. Ask for the help and learn how to share the business the right way. Do these new jewelers that you're bringing in the justice of learning how to do the business the right way so that they do renew and they're gonna build their business successfully. That's what your upline's there for, though.
That's what we're there for, and that's why we provide these opportunities for you so you don't have to do it all yourself, okay? So thank you, happy sponsoring, and now we're gonna did good on time. Yes.